Congressman, you say that Secretary Clinton is for bridges and building bridges and not walls. She also has to build a bridge with the progressive side of the Democratic Party, because Bernie Sanders says as late as yesterday that he's continuing this battle, especially if he wins California. Take a listen to this.
There's nothing to concede. Secretary Clinton will not have the requisite number of pledged delegates to win the Democratic nomination. She will be dependent on super delegates.
Now, we're reporting that she would eventually tonight get to that number with the bound delegates, the pledged delegates. What do you tell Bernie Sanders and his supporters tonight?
I think we tell him he's run a great race. He has animated so many people, who many of them would never participated in an election before. He has done a phenomenal job of really focusing on some of those issues that are really important to Americans, the pocketbook issues, and he's got a role to play moving forward. And I hope that what he does is soon recognize that he can help us unite Americans, not just Democrats, but Americans, so we could really move towards November. And I don't think there's a need to talk about contrast with Donald Trump. Both Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders are clearly different people than Donald Trump. And so when Hillary Clinton goes out there as our nominee to talk, and I hope with Bernie Sanders working with her, we're going to have a potent team of people that are ready to move this country forward. So I'm pretty excited about it, and I know a lot of young folks and a lot of progressives, and I consider myself a progressive, are very happy. We've been with Hillary Clinton for a long time. This will be a great election, not just for Americans, for those of us who consider ourselves progressives as well.
Congressman, last thing, this last jobs report was very disappointing no matter who you talk to. And one of the things in this election that Bernie Sanders really hit on is this anxiety about the economy. So as the administration tries to tell us that the economy is much better and there's a silver lining to this report, how do you look at the economy and how do you reflect those Sanders concerns?
Well, more than 6 years of continuous job growth, more than 8 million Americans going back to work. Those are all good things. But you're right, this last month has to be on the minds of a lot of people. That's why we need to have a president that will have a Congress that will work with the president, because you can't continue to have a Congress that's asleep at the wheel and certainly is trying to block everything the president tries to do, because we've got to be about creating more jobs. That's got to be job one. And so far, this Congress has not done anything about a jobs agenda. We can't even get Congress to find the funding to help prevent a Zika virus outbreak that could be dangerous for so many Americans, including pregnant women. So my sense is that if we just had a government that could work together so Congress wouldn't obstruct everything that the president wants to do, I think a President Clinton will be able to move forward. And that's where I think come November, we will probably see not just Hillary Clinton in the White House, but we're going to see a very different Congress, Senate and House, come November 8th.
Congressman Becerra, we appreciate your time tonight.
Thanks very much, Brett.